the bottled water and other refreshments. I think we discussed the Friends will be providing the water. Correct? Is that correct?
Yes, I think that's correct, and we're all set with that. Speak up if that's incorrect, Lisa or Karen.
The refreshment tables.
Hold on one second, Diane. We're not ready.
Oh, sorry.
We're just starting the live stream. Can you hold on 1 minute?
Yes. Okay, Neil, you can start over when
Sure.
you're ready. Just
All
let
right.
people know what meeting we're in, the race meeting.
This is the beginning of the Lewis Robbins Rose Library Race Committee meeting.
Wait.
We're just starting the live stream. Can you hold on 1 minute?
Yes, we will. Live publications aren't easy.
This is the beginning of the Lewis Robbins Rose Library Race Committee.
Wait.
So now we have to close it.
You're gonna have to give us a 3, 2, 1, go command. Yes, we will. Live publications aren't easy.
Where is the window to close? This one. I'm just gonna hit the X. Okay. Just, we should be good. All right, we're all set. Sorry.
Okay, Neil, if you want to kick it off for us, thank you.
Gladly. All right. April 11th, 2022. Meeting of the Lewis Robbins Rose Library Race Committee. The first item on the agenda deals with the refreshment committee. And I think we discussed this at previous meetings. The Friends will be providing the water, correct?
The water's here. It's in the shed.
Perfect. Refreshment tables. I think we discussed at last month's meeting that we're going to have about 15 tables for refreshments. And the cleanup crew will consist of us, the volunteers. And as far as the awards committee, the trophies and booster awards, I think, have all arrived. I believe that's true. Sponsorships, I think we've received all of our contributions from sponsors, thanks to the great work of Anna.
I'm not sure about the library trustee sponsors. That's the only one.
Oh, damn, I forgot that again.
There you go. So we have a few outstanding.
Yes, that question. Lisa, this is Neil. I'll bring you my check tomorrow because I picked up the banners from H.O. Penn and the American Eagle Federal Credit Union. So
Okay.
I have a question regarding sponsorship. On the list that I received from Anna, I had Concentric Care at $250 and Balance Massage and Wellness Center at $250. I don't have them as actual checks checked off, but were they against another sponsor name?
No, but I think that they're also partially in kind because they're doing something for the race and they're donating towards the race.
Because I haven't had any checks from them.
All right,
I just
I'll
wondered if
check
I'm
on that
looking for
one.
in kind or whatever. Otherwise, everything's been received other than some sponsors.
Great,
I mean, some trustees rather.
Yes, trustee.
great.
Okay, so the sponsors are pretty much spoken for. The prizes, well, I know we've collected a lot of raffle prizes. I think that's the term we can use.
Not raffle.
Door
I'm sorry.
Can't
prize.
use raffle.
4 prizes.
4 prizes after the race.
Door, yeah.
Door
I'm
prizes.
awaiting one, but Lisa,
Does anybody have any outstanding ones that they're, I mean,
That we don't know of.
yeah.
Lisa, I told you about,
Yep, you told me
Mike's,
about
right.
yours, Maureen.
yeah,
Yep,
and
I'm
he's
good with yours.
mailing it to me, so.
Yep, that's fine.
We're good with the door prizes. That's the correct term? Door prizes,
Yes,
okay.
thank you.
So we're clear on that. Door, I keep saying raffle, which is not correct.
Raffle means you have to get a permit from the state.
Yeah, so door is the correct term. As far as I'm concerned, raffles don't exist. Hey, registration committee. Well, I think as far as the timing company and the registration forms and online registration rates and numbers, that's all being taken care of. It. That's something that Kevin could address in more
Well,
detail than I can.
timing is paid for their deposit. We'll settle for them after the race when we have an actual count.
Okay, so
And the
we,
registration has been coming in primarily online. There's been a few manual registrations, but most of it's been online.
Does
Okay.
anybody have access to the number of people that are registered at this point?
I know Kevin sent me some information earlier today about the breakdown, but I don't have that information doesn't give me a total. So Kevin would have that because he was on the site today.
Okay,
I think at last that I knew, Diane, we had about 9 or 10 paper registrations and I think 110 plus online.
great.
And then we're gonna do a registration and pickup on Saturday or just,
You can do both. I mean, they could do both on Saturday, Maureen,
right.
and Diane, what is that, 10 to 12?
10 to
No,
2.
it's 10 to
Oh,
2.
10 to 2?
Right, so what we did last time is we had folks come in early to set up. I will send a little spreadsheet out, but just for an FYI, I'm looking to have 2 people for 2-hour shifts. So the first shift would be 9 to 11. You would help set up and pass out bibs and shirts. Then it would be 10:30 to 12:30, thinking that we'd have a little bit of overlap so that it's like, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what's happening. And you'll basically be passing out bibs and shirts at that point. The 12 to 2:30 is really the end of it. 2:30 may go a little longer than that if it takes us longer to break down that area. And, you know, ideally 2 people each, but if we had 3 people, that would be good too. So if you're available on any of those times, that would be good. This year, the earliest I can get there is 12:30 because I have some elder care issues. So I will strive to be there at 12:30 and then stay through. So
The question, Diane, you said you're gonna send out a email to people asking for
Diane, I
people
can
to
be
show
there
up
for 9.
to volunteer.
yes,
I can-
unless people sign up right now, but I don't
Okay,
want to hold up.
I
the
can
call.
go from 12 to 2, 12 to 2:30.
Okay, Neil, I'll put you in there. And I'm sorry, I heard somebody else say they could be in earlier. Is that Maureen?
That's Maureen. I can
Thank
be
you.
there for 9.
Okay,
I can also do the 9 to 11 shift on Saturday.
great. Thanks, Fiona.
How much money, cash money did, I had put out a note about that. I know we need cash for registration on Saturday as well as on Sunday. Just looking for how much I should get. I'll get smaller denominations because I know everybody brings a 20. But just looking to find out how much you'll need for cash box.
I don't know. What did we do in years past?
Between 300 and 400, I believe.
That's the day of the race. But what about
Well,
Saturday?
it was for the whole last
Oh.
race. I believe it was $400 and we did Saturday and Sunday.
Leanne,
Yeah.
we'll get to you tomorrow with the answer to that. We're having a couple of things going on at the library here right now. So Lisa's had to step away for a minute, but we'll
Okay.
call you tomorrow, okay?
All right.
Okay. I would imagine that it would be close to what we did last year, with the numbers, you know, where they are now with 110 or whatever, and we're hoping to get up to 200. The forecast is looking good, so
Okay.
do that.
Okay, so that deals with rates and numbers
Yep, so
and
You know,
on registration.
our charges are done, the numbers are done. Kevin, what we usually do is we have to have a cutoff on Friday, so Kevin can get all those numbers done. The online registration is cut off on Friday,
Cutoff for people registering, pre-registering
online.
Online.
online. Okay,
After that, they can register in person on Saturday and Sunday.
gotcha.
Diane, the race registration, the pre-registration is cut off for everybody on 10 at 10 o'clock, 5 o'clock on Friday.
Okay, good.
Oh,
That's- All right, that takes care of the rates. and
So I'm
numbers.
Okay, can I
confused.
see Kevin?
I'm confused. Are we registering people in person on Sunday then?
Well, Yeah, I mean,
New registrations, because you just said everybody was cut off, so we can't register people on Saturday?
well, no, I think what Leanne is saying, that's pre-registration. The cutoff is Friday, whether it's online or in
For
person.
online.
Yeah, or in person.
We're
But I
online.
just, but I thought Lisa
Yeah,
just
wait.
said everybody.
Kevin's on the phone now with us, so it's the online registration that gets cut off Friday night.
Right. So I can bring you down all your information so you can hand out your T-shirts and your numbers on Saturday morning.
Oh,
Great.
perfect. See,
But people still sign up Saturday and obviously Sunday.
right,
Right.
right. Now we're on to the course committee. I think, police. Has Ron been in touch or Kevin been in touch with the police?
Ron's all set with the police.
Yeah,
Great.
yes, I have. Yeah.
The loudspeaker and starter horn.
I have the loudspeaker. I'll bring that on Sunday morning.
Okay, good.
And do we have the starter horn or whatever we need?
Yes, we have the starter horn.
Great, thanks, Ron.
Okay. As far as homeowners notification, I spoke to Ron yesterday, and him, I think Kevin, you, the three of us
Yes.
will notify homeowners. I guess Ron has his 3 streets to do. You have your streets to do, and I think we decided that I would do the streets that Dennis Doyle used to do.
Okay, yeah, I just need to see the map, Ron, again, because last year it seemed like I had a shorter route than I had before, or maybe I've been doing too many houses, but
We can divide it up any way you want, but I guess
no.
Wednesday we'll meet. Would that be a good day?
Well, Ron, can you leave, can you just like do a 3-colored map, like, I mean, a green, a blue and a red or something on who gets what streets, so, and just leave it at the front desk, Ron?
Well, when I see Lisa tomorrow, I'll mark up the map with my section, and you guys can figure out what to do with the other 2 sections.
Okay, all right.
All right, good.
Okay?
Yep.
Right now.
And when do you guys actually walk around and deliver those?
I will be doing mine on, let's see, Thursday. I'm gonna be doing mine Thursday afternoon or Thursday night.
Okay. Yeah, Ron and I were talking about either Wednesday or Thursday. So, I mean, we could do a Wednesday or Thursday. As long as we have the flyers, we could do them, over whatever day works best for us.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So, I mean, we don't have to even be there at the same time. I have my
Right.
streets, Ron has his streets, Kevin has his streets. So, all right, so that takes care of homeowners notification. Okay, course signs and sponsor signs. Well, where do we stand on that?
Okay, so Ron usually does all the course signs. I usually do the mileage markers,
Okay,
and I don't have them this year. So I think that you guys have them, right? Karen?
Yeah, they're in the shed.
Kevin, they're in my office. I pulled them
Okay.
out I
No,
pulled them
they're-
out yesterday.
Okay, so when I come to
Okay.
pick up my flyers, I'll pick up the mile markers.
And Ron's
Great.
gonna put out the same, the race day signs, the lawn signs. He's gonna do that tomorrow,
Yeah,
Those signs from the Friends?
that they got us last year. Yeah,
Great. Thank you.
okay.
right. Bathrooms and power. 2 of the most important topics.
yeah, we've got power from the,
Last year, we're gonna have the library open for the restroom with somebody standing by the front door.
Yes.
Yes.
I think that's the plan.
That's unanimous.
We'll continue with that. All right. And hopefully there'll be no power issues.
yeah, we've got a power source from the bus garage for the timing company.
Good.
Perfect. Okay, race volunteers and road volunteers. Okay, this is my baby. I spoke to Michelle Royer a few days ago, and we've come up with actually 12 volunteers. What we're going to do is we're going to stagger them. 4 are going to come at 7:30, 4 will come at 8, 4 will come at 8:30. And with that many volunteers, I don't think it'll be a problem to have 2 of them at the mile markers. You have to give out water. You do that.
Well, you usually have 2 or 3 or 4 at the 1.5 mile for the water.
Okay, yeah, so whatever number is, we got plenty of volunteers.
We have plenty of
to,
volunteers.
have.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
All right.
but that's how we decided, 7:30, 4 at 7:30, 4 at 8, 4 at 8:30. So
Okay.
that's what we have. And transportation for mile timers, well, I mean, anyone with a car can drive them out to the mile marker. That shouldn't be a problem, I think.
Yeah, usually 2, somebody walks up to, and then we haven't had anybody at 1 for the last couple of years, I don't think, and I usually do 3 myself.
Okay.
So
Okay, so start getting the people out to the mile markers. I mean, that won't be a problem. They can walk up there if they had to, I guess.
yeah, I mean, and let's be honest, most runners have watches. So
Yeah, well, exactly. Right.
Neil, it's George here.
Yes.
Can you make sure that the volunteers get notified that if they need assistance or they need to contact you or anybody in the race committee, that they can go to any of the radio volunteers? We'll all have vests and radios, so we're easily identified.
Okay. They can go to you, to the radio relay. Radio relay, Lee?
Yeah, just say hams, radio
Yeah,
hams.
okay, radio hams, that's good. Okay, in case they're feeling like dehydrated or something, or,
If they need any kind of assistance,
okay,
they need supplies, they need assistance.
that's
They
good.
see a participant who needs assistance.
Okay, very good. We will let
Just
them know.
I'm sure they're all gonna have cell phones, but
Yeah,
when you get a lot of people in one place, sometimes people can't get through on the cell phones. That's what we're there for.
all right, sounds good. All right, so that's, and then, okay. Number 4, ambulance and the CERT, the Community Emergency Response Team. Ambulance will be on the premises, or what?
Yes, they've been notified, Neil. CERT
Okay.
is here tonight too, and they would like a little bit more information about placement, I think, right, Sally?
The ambulance wants more information about,
No, CERT. Like we just have to give them more information about what we think we need from them.
CERT, okay, well,
is Sally, you're on, correct?
It was Megan.
Oh, Megan.
Megan,
I am here, but Sally has the specifics about the amount of people that we have. So yeah, we just need to know where they should meet, what time, the specifics there.
okay, where the,
Kevin, what do you, they need a person to check into. So as far as,
Re-
this is
it'd
CERT.
be Ron. Ron would tell them where to go on the roads.
Okay, but all right. But they have to be able to, they want to know just when they show up, who they're going to check in with and at what time they need to be there.
I would say, Ron, 8:30 makes sense, Ron?
Well, I need about 6 adult volunteers for my road closing and for Wilson Avenue. And I don't think CERT will do any traffic duty, so I really don't know what they can do out on our course.
So Sally can't get off mute. I'm just telling her to do, it's *6, right?
Yep.
So we have 3 people signed up right now. I think a few people are probably just waiting on more information. We have a ton of events coming up, so we're kind of strapped for volunteers everywhere. But depending on who we do have signed up, we have a couple people that have taken that traffic course that I was telling you all about.
So they
I mean,
can
if
help
I
us-
can get some of the CERT people to stand on some manholes and help me direct some traffic, that would be good.
Yep. So she's typing right now, so she'll let me know who we have.
because I know one area too, Ron, that we had a problem with last year, and it could just be we have to put people there is coming down Garfield during the race from, like if they're coming down from the center of town.
Well, that's where I'm going to be closing off. I'm going to be closing off Garfield at Cambria Avenue, so there shouldn't be any traffic coming down through this year.
Okay,
So, I'll figure out who we have and if they have that certification. But where should they, oh, it looks like Sally just joined again. So hopefully she can
Okay.
mute now. But so they'll meet someone at 8:30. Is there, I think they met at the Polish American Club last year.
Yeah, they can meet me with my red truck right at near the library at 8:30. That would be fine.
Okay, Sally, are you in now?
Still muted.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
There we
Sally.
go.
Sorry. So I missed part of that. I lost the connection. So 8:30 red truck at the library?
Yeah, I'll be out there with my red truck at the library at 8:30, and I'll spot them by their uniforms.
Okay.
All right, 8:30 search.
Sally and Megan, I'm supposed to take the traffic course Wednesday. I'm also obviously on the library board. Depending upon whether the library needs me or not, I can throw my vest in the car.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
good
you're
luck. Good luck studying, and yes, throw your vest in the car, because it doesn't take special talent to cut a bagel and put it on the table. I could back that up.
All right, well, we're done with that, covered that item. Now we're gonna go to the promotions committee.
We didn't.
Well, t-shirts, I'm assuming you're good, arrived, and
The t-shirts have arrived and been paid for.
Yes.
paid for
and
and
they're-
arrived, great.
They look really good.
And how many did we get? 250, is it?
No, 325, I think.
Yeah, 325. We get more than 250. 250 are
okay.
reserved for the first 250 runners that come, but then
Gotcha.
sponsors and volunteers get shirts, so it's always a little bit higher than that number. Is this where we talk about Avery?
Yeah,
I'm
under
sorry.
public, yep. Hi, it's Maureen. Avery's, we've ordered 350 bottles of assorted sodas from Avery's. It'll have our race logo on it and just a very small acknowledgement that it's bottled by Avery Sodas. And Karen and Lisa, I'm gonna
Yes.
touch base with them on Thursday, discuss when they'll deliver it.
Okay,
Thursday morning, and then if you could forward me the tax-free certificate
sure.
so I can send it to them, and then the driver will not be able to take a credit card payment, so we probably will have to do that over the phone, but I'll get specifics on Thursday morning.
Well, if you're
Okay.
delivering then, if you can get me a balance, I'll get a check to the library so they can just hand off. Is that acceptable?
A check? Oh, I'm sure. I just,
Okay, well, if you
yeah,
get me
I
the,
didn't-
get me the balance. But,
Okay.
but I did have one question regarding monies. I think the 350 is more than what we originally scheduled. And Diane and I had discussed, we had increased the amount of the order.
I sent you a check for the increased amount.
Yes,
Nan.
and I got that, but I thought we were only going, we were going to bring it to the committee as to whether we should be
So-
paying for it.
We can do that tonight at the library meeting when we vote on balloons,
Okay,
just to
Sounds like a plan.
finalize everything. But either way, you're covered.
okay.
now is now the time to talk about the bagels?
Oh, yes.
I I was following Anna's instructions on the task list, and she suggested that we contact Dunkin' Donuts today in advance of Saturday to confirm the order. And I did. And the woman with whom I spoke said, oh, we're having trouble with reaching our distributor. They had a family tragedy. Well, and I understand family tragedy. I truly do. We've all had them. But I can't believe in a bagel distribution center, there's only one person to contact. I'll be honest with you, she wasn't that pleasant. And she said, well, if we can't get the bagels, we'll make up for it with donuts.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a good thing you contacted him early today.
Well, I was
Maureen.
following Anna's
Hey,
instructions.
Maureen, who did you
Yes.
talk to?
When?
Okay, why don't we see if we can contact Anya tomorrow?
Well, Anya's the one who's trying to contact the distributor, and she's supposed to get back to me.
Okay,
So I explained that we were meeting tonight, but obviously I haven't heard from her. I'll be very honest with you all. I was trying to be as gracious as possible. I said, this has been in the work for months. It's not something that started yesterday. I said, we're so appreciative of your participation in our partnership with you, et cetera, et cetera. But I did say that was untenable. So we'll see what happens. We may have to go to Plan B and buy bagels or, beg, borrow, steal. I don't know. But I'll wait until tomorrow to see when. Hopefully I'll hear from Anya.
Right.
okay, and also before we leave the whole food thing, Veggie World.
So I talked to them and he's all set. He's waiting for somebody. Things will be ready on, I think it's Friday, the 13th by 10 a.m. Those were the arrangements he had made with Anna prior to her departure. And I talked to him, what's today, Monday? I talked to him Friday.
So we need somebody to do pickup for that.
Yes.
Anyone here that can go to Veggie World and pick up what he's put together for us?
What are we picking up? The bananas and oranges?
Yes, and we can email you what was ordered, so.
Okay, I mean, I can do it. Where am I bringing it to?
The library?
All right, into where? The community room?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep.
Okay, I should bring this then up about refreshments. I'm gonna be picking up a food tray or food from Trader Joe's.
It's a basket, a race basket.
I'm sorry, what?
That's for a race basket?
The door prize?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, yep, okay.
The door prize, Neil.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure. I knew it was food. I wasn't sure what it was for. When I'm picking it up tomorrow, okay, that's a door prize, okay.
Okay, and Lesser Evil has already delivered the popcorn.
Super.
Oh, they're way ahead of me.
So yeah, Lesser Evil is a new sponsor person who's donating. So that's nice.
Okay.
Are those some kind of snacks
I'll
or
get
something?
that list from you from Veggie World when I come in before Thursday, or if I could, you said you're gonna have the list, what, Thursday?
We
Or you
can
want-
email it to you,
Yeah.
Leanne.
Okay, because I've got to bring the check to you for Avery. When I have those numbers, plus I have to bring you the cash.
Yep, okay.
Right? So I think we've covered public relations with that. Have we? Well, we're moving on to sponsor sign, race sign, and banner.
So
Anyone
those
care
should
to-
all be done. Did you say you had picked up a couple of
Oh, yeah, right. Oh,
sponsored banners?
I picked up banners from HL Penn and American Eagle Federal Credit Union, and I will deliver them to the library tomorrow.
Anyone
Tilcon-
pick up the Tilcon truck?
Tilcon's coming. They did confirm that they are dropping the truck off. It was kind of iffy, but they're gonna drop it off, I think, Friday and pick it up Monday, and it will be in the same spot.
Super.
And I think, Ron, you put the sign in the sign holder Sunday, I believe, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Great.
We've got all our tablecloths and everything else. They all
They're
came
in
in.
they're in my office.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Lisa.
What about lanyards, the ID?
They're in my
tags
office
for
too.
trustee?
They're in my office, Maureen.
So you get the feeling that if you need to find it, it's at the library. It's either in Lisa's office or the community room.
Yep.
So we could pick up our lanyards Sunday morning.
Or Saturday if you're working
Or
the table.
Saturday if you want, or you can pick them up tomorrow and, get used to wearing them for a few days.
Walk around
Don't-
town.
Don't wear them to bed. I don't want any wrinkled signs.
Kevin, where were we for finally, when you went online? I got your report today for that most recent check. Where are we for numbers on registration?
We had 119 online registrants and 7 paper forms I picked up on yesterday. Yeah. So the online, I think it was like noon I last checked it, and the paper was, I believe, yesterday. So probably have a little bit more by now.
Great.
It's a good number. That's a good number for where we want to be. I would say we're tracking well for 200 and maybe over 200.
Good.
Good.
And Bill Rogers is still coming. He
That's right.
he emailed me, and we'll set up a table for him to sell his stuff, and he said he'd sign. And I think he was on the I know he was on the Talk to the Mayor show
Right. And he was on the radio. Maura heard him.
on Saturday with Steve Parker, right?
Yep. And are we getting the word out about the donations for human services?
Not so much. I mean, honestly, with everything else going on, we've been trying, but not like we probably should have. Rare
Okay.
Reminder has not put our stuff in the last 2 weeks. No
I
matter
did
what
get a
we've
call
done.
from Erica, and I had forgotten to mention that. She called me out of the middle of the day when I was doing 1,000 things for work. And so who knows what I actually said to her, but I know I forgot that part.
I don't know if it's allowed, because I know we have signage ordinances and things in town. But is it possible to maybe work with Human Services that maybe they could put an A-frame sign down by the Garfield Mazzucchelli juncture there? And that says, Human Services donations at the 5K race or something like that. So
I
at
don't
least a
know.
drive-by would see it.
I don't know.
I don't know if they have anything like that they do, if Human Services has anything like that. I just thought maybe we could utilize them to promote it.
But folks have to know about it.
I'll put,
Right. Well, whatever we can do when we're speaking, if we can keep that top of mind to put that out, I think it was a nice idea, and it would be good if we could publicize it enough to get there. I don't know how many people are thinking along those lines. When you get a service from town, sometimes when you get shredding and stuff like that, you're kind of used to the idea that you're going to give something to get something.
Maybe the other thing maybe we could do, I mean, we can certainly do it push it out on social media in the library, but when people pick up on Saturday, if we have something printed that you could give them with their packet.
That would be great.
Making a donation, bringing a donation on Sunday. We could do that as well, and we'll try to get as much out as we can. Honestly, we just came off a book sale, so.
Yeah, I know. You guys have been flat out busy. The timing on all of this is tough.
Yep.
Okay. I know Lisa Jones wasn't able to make it. She called in just at the end, but Erica had said that she had a press release, and I was just wondering if that was in the press release. It might have been.
I don't know.
Kevin, when we push out emails to the runners, was it mentioned in any of those emails? I know Anna usually writes them up, but do you know if they were sent out, and if it had anything in there?
No, it was not. I sent one out today. I didn't have it in there. I don't remember any of them having it in there. And we have one more to go out. I think Friday. She has me with the last one going out Friday.
Can you add that, Kevin, or would that be a real hassle to do that?
No, wouldn't be a hassle at all.
Could
Tell
you?
me.
I'll send you the wordage tomorrow. I'll send you the wording and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I think that one's supposed to go out on the 12th. So what's that, Thursday? 11, 13, 14? Yeah, 12. So
All
she
right,
has
I'll
one
send
for
you something tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not hard at all. I can cut and paste. It's no big deal.
Okay.
And of course, we're all welcome to bring donations and drop them off at that time.
Yep.
All right, well, it looks like the last item on the agenda is the sending out of registration forms to past attendees and new parties.
Yeah, we're set with that. That's really not a non-thing now.
Right,
It's a
that's done
non-thing.
early on. That's done early on.
I'm sorry, what?
That's done earlier on in the process, so that is complete.
Oh, okay, good.
So anything else
What time do you want us there?
on the day of the race?
Yeah,
7 o'clock, 7:30? What time?
I would say 7 because registration opens up at 7:30.
okay.
So we just have to.
That,
have
is that
time to
earlier
set.
than usual?
No,
No, we
No.
did it, well, we did it the same last year, Maureen. 7:30.
Well, if I have bagels to pick up,
Well, that's true.
that'll be at 7:30.
Right.
No, that's fine. I just meant it's more to get the registrations, to get the table
Yeah.
set up, the tablecloths
Yeah.
put out, that kind of stuff.
So,
It's
so
also,
if you're not doing a pickup the morning of, if you could be there for 7 in the morning to help get everything ready, table set up, tablecloths on them. When the food comes, we put that out just so we're all.
Well, I didn't
Right
mean
away.
early for the volunteers. I thought you meant registration for the race started at that hour.
yeah, it did. It was earlier last year, Maureen, but we're doing the same. It makes it a little bit easier because it's not all so congested. You don't wait till 8.
Yep.
The other thing
I
Anna
will-
did mention, I'm just thinking with the food, I guess Trader Joe's said to contact them, like if there's a problem with fruit, they might be able to help us out a little bit, but I'm wondering if we ran into some sort of a bind, if we could talk to them about, even if we got some sort of a discount for the bagels.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just a thought. We have the
But they-
contact person, the person's name.
They don't have a bakery. Their bagels are bagged.
No, I
believe.
know, but even if we get the bagels, I mean, if we
From
have to
Sam's
buy
or
the bagels,
Costco,
like
yeah.
from Sam's, they're all bagged. I don't know who's gonna give us baked bagels.
I
fresh-
know. Well, there's stews. Do they make their bagels at the store?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think
I'm not
anybody
sure.
makes bagels at their stores anymore.
Even like Costco or Sam's or BJ's?
that's
They're
bad.
they're all bagged.
We're assuming then you mean that Dunkin' Donuts isn't gonna come through with their bagels, or just kind of
No,
assuming?
we're just
No, we're-
talking about Plan B
Okay,
in case.
all right.
I think there's only one guy left that gets up early in the morning to make the bagels. Or the
And we
donuts.
haven't seen him in years.
Yeah, I don't think anybody makes the bagels. He's the only one making donuts.
Mm.
I think they make them at Stu's. Other than that, Costco and all that is all brought in.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
But they're big enough operations. I wonder if we got to them by tomorrow, for instance, if they could accommodate. How many dozen bagels do you get? Does anybody?
Or
I'd have
they're
to check.
so
I don't
much.
have offhand, Maureen, what Anna ordered. I can get you that number though. I think it's like 250. I want to say 250 bagels.
Okay.
And did we ever get a resolution on cream cheese?
I bought cream cheese. I only got 100 packets because that's all. It's not cheap, and
Okay.
we couldn't get it anywhere else.
I noticed though, during the, with the runners, a lot of them don't bother with the cream cheese. They're
Right,
just,
but so we have
eating the
100
bagel.
packets if they want
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's just the volunteers and the family members that want every calorie.
but no, I think 100, my point was, I think 100 might be sufficient.
Good. Thank you, Lisa, for doing that.
Yep.
I have a question.
Yes, George.
During the race itself, who is actually going to be the library's contact point? So that if for any reason we do get a message from one of our operators that somebody needs help or they need supplies for something, who do we bring that to?
I would say you can use me as the focal point if you want, unless Neil, that's what you want to do.
Is that Neil?
Kevin,
Oh, Kevin.
Kevin,
Okay.
I could be a backup. I mean,
Yeah, if you couldn't get in touch with me. I mean, I'm usually right there, so.
Okay, where do you usually stay? Are you in front of the
I
library?
go
or
to the
at
3
start,
mile mark.
finish?
No, I
I'm
go to
sorry?
the 3 mile mark. Which
3
is right,
mile
you know,
mark. Okay,
right, and I'm there till about 9:40. I'm there till pretty much, we don't have anybody left that's not running. And then I head back into the gym around then.
That's a
Okay.
Curly Way. No,
very good.
Not the gym this year, Kevin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Back to the open area.
As a Curly Way.
I did have a question too as well. I think, and I don't know if I've seen it yet, but Anna was gonna give me who we thank and who the write-ups are for.
Yeah, I
don't know
have
whether-
that information, Kevin.
Okay, so I can pick that up when I get everything else. Okay.
Yep.
last
You know
I,
what, that would probably be a good thing to also just send out to the board as a whole.
Sure.
And I thought I remembered seeing something like that somewhere, but
Yeah,
just,
I'll send it out. I can send it to you, Diane, and you could distribute it if you
All
want to
right.
read it first. or-
sure. And just to, encourage board members to be aware and, kind of shake the hand and, if you see somebody from one of our sponsors, oh, thank you so much, kind of thing. I'm on the board. We appreciate your support, and move on. If 3 and 4 people say that, it means much more than a single person coming up.
We also, the other thing I just wanted to ask is, we might need somebody to be that person with Bill Rogers. Because it's hard to be responsible for him and to be doing other stuff with the race.
Right. So be that person with Bill Rogers means what?
Well, I mean, you just to make sure he's okay and that he's got everything he needs and he can go to somebody. I mean, I'm around, but last year it was a little challenging to be responsible for him and also try to do other things.
Right.
is he gonna have a setup like he did after the race last year?
Yes,
Okay, with his book selling and,
we have somebody that's going to be, he's selling his books, so we have somebody that's going to be doing the credit card and stuff, but it would be nice to have somebody else besides me doing that.
We need an ombudsman, somebody who will represent the board and just be able to run around if they have to, or make things happen. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, it's, when you have somebody like him, he's coming and there's a little bit of an expectation that,
Somebody would probably need to be at the table with him.
He needs a handler.
Yeah, exactly. And what happened last year was that person was Lisa, and it was really difficult because we couldn't.
She's got to
get
handle
her.
all of
Yes, yes.
Sure.
well, does somebody want volunteer for that role?
I'll do it. Jesus. I'll do it.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Christine.
Christine will be Bill Rogers'
Handler.
handler.
I'm a great handler.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
do you
good.
have to join the SAG or something to do that?
Ombudsman, contact, go between.
Okay,
Perfect. All right, great. It
all
looks
right.
like that's everything on the agenda.
Is CERT all set? I mean,
I'm
they've
sorry,
been,
what?
they've been, I just.
Sally,
wanna
are
make
you
sure
all set with CERT?
CERT and the hams are all set. That's all. I just want to make sure because.
Yeah, I think cert's all set. You got
Yeah.
the 3 people. I know who they're gonna be.
The
Okay.
hams, we have 7 to 9 volunteers and we've got a map. We know where we're going. We're meeting at the waterfall at 7:30 and then we'll disperse throughout the course.
All right, and 9 people you said? Okay,
7 to 9, not
7
quite
to
sure.
9. Okay. All right, 7 to 9 people. Well, it sounds like we have more than enough volunteers for the race, so that's good.
I have a quick question. I know it was probably covered before I got on. What time are you guys starting registration or pickups on Saturday? 8 o'clock at the library?
No, so we're gonna set up at 9 o'clock, but the first pickups are 10. So it's from 10 to 2.
So you would need me to bring the list by like at 9 o'clock.
That would be good.
Okay, I just want to make sure what time I was going to bring it down. Okay.
Yep, 9 o'clock would be good.
I'm going to probably keep registration open probably past 5. I'll probably keep it up until about 9 that night.
If
You know,
if
the extra
that works
4 hours.
for you, you're the one
Yeah.
that's gotta, pull
I've
it
got,
off.
we got a game. I've got a game almost every night. So we got a game. I'll be back by then and I'll start when I get back working on it. So I'll have it for you Saturday morning. Not a big deal.
All right, great. Thank
Okay.
you.
Right, well. All right then,
I just want to go through a couple of things, Neil. So we had some volunteers for Saturday from 9 to 11. That was Maureen. Did anybody else want that time?
I can
Yeah.
do it 9 to 11 if you want.
I said 9 to 11 as well for Saturday, I think.
Fiona, yeah, I
Yeah.
thought I had 2 people.
Sorry, I should have said my name.
I
It's okay.
got me for 10 to, from 12 to 2, I think.
12 to 2:30 is Neil.
2:30, yeah.
And I will be there, not at 12, but 12:30 till the end. So I've got a 10:30 to 12:30 that looks like it's empty. If there's anybody that can help out at that point.
I can do, this is Pauline, I can do 10:30 to 12:30 and then I'll come back because I'm just, down the street. I'll come back for the balloon delivery.
Okay, and that will be when?
I would think 2 o'clock would be more than enough. They're guaranteeing the helium will stay in the balloons for 24 hours. And they said they will not put the helium in until just before they're ready to deliver.
Okay.
So if they
Yes,
start,
if they're there at 2 o'clock, they'll stay.
Diane, what are we doing with the balloons?
they're gonna have to go in the library.
No. I mean, I'm sorry.
Where are we putting them on the course?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Pauline, that's fine to put them in the library. No problem with that. I meant the day of the race. Where are they going?
I had talked to Diane yesterday and we were thinking about having the balloons at the end of the race. And then because they're gonna be on little stands, it'll be very easy for us to just move them up to the open area after the race runners have finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we'll still, we will have this, some of the Key Club, right? I came late, so I'm assuming they'll have some Key Club people that can.
Yeah, that would be
each
fine.
little stand, we'll just have 5. Probably could do 2 stands.
Yeah, and then we might, when the race is over, we might put a couple of balloons up at the awards table kind of thing.
The balloons are for show, right? I mean, to kind of.
Yes, they're for sure.
Happiness.
Yes, all right, good.
Just something else to kick it up a notch, let people realize that we've been doing it for 25 years and we appreciate them. It's not just another race, it's 25-year history of the race. We can stick some balloons over by Bill's tent. We can stick some, once the race is over, we could start moving things around. So it can actually go from the start line, right? We can identify the start line with that, then bring it back down to the finish and then bring it up. If we have balloon wranglers, enough balloon wranglers to do all that. That's my thought.
If we're gonna have 12 kids, we're gonna have plenty of people who can do that for us. That shouldn't be a
Right.
problem.
Right. Okay.
And there's no music, right?
There
Did
is,
that die?
there's a DJ, isn't there?
That's,
Oh.
yeah, we discussed that last
There is a
month.
DJ.
Um,
There's a DJ coming for 2 hours.
Right, and I thought it was it 8:30 to
Yes.
10:30?
8:30 to 10:30.
Right.
Where are we setting him up? On the stairs?
In front of Human Services.
Oh, in front of Human Services.
Okay. A DJ in front of Human Services. I can't remember his name. I think his first name was Dave.
Let's
I'm actually not sure, Neil. I'll check with Michelle. That's her contact person.
Right, that's right. They're neighbors, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's everything, I think, for the agenda.
Does anybody else have any questions or thoughts or
Any comments? Questions?
Yeah, this is Ron. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Go ahead, Ron.
I'll have all the tables out before you even come on site on Saturday morning, because I start out very early, so I'll have all the tables on the site and probably most of them set up. So you won't have to set those up.
Thank you. So we'll get out the
Fantastic.
tablecloths and then start putting out the food and the sodas and stuff. There'll be plenty for us to do, but thank you. That's a nice-
Diane, I had a quick question about the tables. Were there any sponsors that are going to have a table set up? Do you know?
I don't think there are.
Okay, and then Anna wanted a Legacy Society table so I don't know if someone has to be at the table. I don't know what you decided last month.
I think so.
Jeez.
Okay, all right.
I think she wanted somebody there.
Right.
Well, I could be at the Legacy table if you want somebody at the table.
Great. Thanks, Lou.
That's not an issue.
Yeah, and maybe we'll play tag team with a couple of people to,
Yeah,
cycle
as long
through
as
there.
somebody's there to answer basic questions, sure.
Yep, hand out a pamphlet too. It looks like Laurel is trying to say something, but she's on mute.
He's also listed as Lisa.
Yeah, that's okay. Can you hit the space bar?
There you
I
are.
was going to say, I could help with the legacy table too, if I'm done helping set up the other table.
Super, thank you.
Okay, good.
Okay, anything else? Scott, were you able to follow along? I know it's hard. Fiona's had a couple meetings, so she's used to our craziness now, but how are you doing?
I'm adjusting to your craziness.
Good answer. All right, if you have questions or if things come up, certainly we'll figure it out, but that's what we're looking for Saturday and Sunday.
Right
Okay,
then, well, I guess we'll adjourn this meeting.
4
And-
minutes before our next meeting, so if you.
Right,
move
so we have
quickly-
to, a motion to adjourn.
I move to
Hello.
adjourn.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Right,
So
the meeting's
remember, you
over.
have to sign off of this one and pick up the next